Okay, I'm reloaded.
YouTube, it's your boy, Iron Carney. And today at Iron Carney's Garage, man, we are reacting to PJ Truckin's build with Nick Hollinger. So I'm not gonna lie, we're going back into 2023. I know we're in 2024, but we're gonna teleport back into 2023 real quick because this video is from 2023, as you guys can see. This was a build that PJ did with So Flo Retro's Nick Hollinger. This was a 9-inch PMF on a Ford F250 2022. On a 26's and 35s, as you guys can see through the thumbnail. Here's a truck right here. Man, I'm not gonna lie, it's just something about that color gray. Gray and teal just sits so freaking nice. Bro, I love it. Gray and teal just sit so well. For those of you who do not know, my first car was gray, that same gray, and I had a teal Dolphins plate. So I automatically, before when I got the car, I knew that teal Dolphins plate was gonna sit super nice with the gray. And it was literally just this same color combination right here, bro. I don't know what it is, but I got a thing for gray trucks. I love gray for some reason. I really do. I love gray. I just love gray. So this colorway right here is just so beautiful. Like, just imagine my teal plate on this truck. Whew. Tough. So we're going to be reacting to this video today. I believe he said full build right here. So I believe that they show us the truck being built before it's actually built, obviously. So yeah, this video is from 9 months ago. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
All right, guys. Today, sick video. Absolutely sick Illuminati for the first.
That red dually, though. I'm pretty sure I've seen that truck around before. That red is kind of fire.
Time in a long time, we're gonna do an absolute full build video from start to finish. You're gonna see this Illuminati all the way to the end. Dude, let's hop in. You guys have been asking for shop content. You guys love the shop content,
start to finish.
Let's hop in.
Right.
Hey guys, it's Chris Fix here with another PJ Truckin. We're back here with another So Flo build. This is a 22 Platinum, and it's getting a 9-inch PMF kit. It's getting axles and all. So you'll see a little bit of the disassembly part, and then once the powder gets back, you'll see everything just like this, but it'll be powder coated.
I'm not sure if you guys hear that, but it's been hella windy in Florida right now. There was like a tornado a couple of days ago, and I'm not sure if you guys hear that wind talking outside my window, but that wind is strong. Y'all hear that? Bro, it sounds like a tornado, like getting ready to build up. Florida been weird since last year, I ain't gonna lie.
And then you'll see a little bit of the install. The PMF 9-inch kit, it has traction bars, long arm 4-link, diff covers, coilovers, just about everything. It doesn't have buckets, keeping stock leaf springs with the 7-inch block. Hitch receivers getting powder. The only thing that doesn't get powdered is calipers. And then no buckets on this truck, no cradle. Should be sitting like a 9 or 10. All right, so this is one day's work. Derek's coming Friday, today's Wednesday night. I took apart the front axle. Gears are out, axle shaft bushings are out. Everything gets torn out, axle shaft bushings, everything from the inside. The whole front's apart. The only thing I'm missing is calipers are gonna get painted. Pivot arm and stock track bar bracket have to come off. That's really it. I gotta cut these.
Me personally, I don't believe in, it depends on, I guess I would say the truck, but I feel like black dot calipers do it. I feel like the most necessary things are the kit, like most of all the stuff that Joey points out in this video, I feel like is the most important. Besides the brakes, like the brake covers is just like it's an extra, like, if you want to thing, but I don't really believe that that's necessary. Like, I feel like blacked out brakes is perfect, but I do know that for a build like this, people are going to be looking at all under the truck, so maybe that black might not look right with the teal, but it's like a if you want to kind of thing for me. Depends though, but with this build, maybe it's needed.
These for the coilovers, so I could put the resi brackets in the coilover mounts themselves. The rear end, everything's formed. Basically, only thing left. Before I do send the axles to powder coat, I usually, so that they don't get damaged in sandblasting, because sandblasting is basically what it is. It's blasting sand. So it gets all this to bear, but you don't want to ruin any of the places. So this is sealed by a seal, and then it's a free-floating bearing. So there's oil and grease all inside here, which runs through the axle. So usually what I do, I'll clean them up, wrap them with duct tape, that way they don't get damaged. I gotta clean up this face, cover that with duct tape as well, clean out the inside, make sure there's no oil, because otherwise the oil will stick to the sandblasting. The rear end's done. I finished one side of the leaves, the other side I gotta finish tomorrow morning. The calipers are hung up. I gotta mess with the wiring and stuff like that, but that's really not until powder coat comes back and I'm able to get that stuff done. But
what's up, guys? It's Nick with So Flo here again. Here we have a 2022 Platinum F250. I got dropped off with, actually we got in this bunch of parts here, this case right there. I have the giveaway dog for sale, not for sale, for giveaway. So you get entered.
So this is Nick, who's the owner of like So Flo that builds these trucks, and I guess him and Joey work together. So this is like his shop, basically building the truck.
Anybody who brings us their truck gets 10 entries for the giveaway of this puppy.
Dude.
This is German Terrier puppy. And it comes with a 24-hour bush light too. I had Zan right here go drive up 4 hours yesterday with a gooseneck trailer and pick up this truck and drive it back to us. Got here at what, 11 o'clock at night last night? I got started on this morning. I got everything stripped off of it. The grill, the headlights, the mirrors, the badges, the tailgate handle, the tail lights, the third brake light. So we're gonna be paint matching all that, doing a bunch of custom lighting in it, changing all the amber lighting, for example, in the mirrors to switchback, so it's all white. He doesn't have cab lights, so saves him a little bit of money on that. He opted out of doing the fog light bezels, pretty much the bumper plastics, because I think he works out of this truck, so you know, to where he can be able to step up on the bumpers to get in and out of the bed, or you know, over the hood. We're gonna do a 2-wheel drive valance, so this truck is going to be completely powder coated, axles and all. So you guys saw Joey working on it a little bit earlier. So we're gonna get a 2-wheel drive valance to where you can see the axles and see the suspension a little bit better from the front since it's not so long. So here we have the front axle completely disassembled, all the bushings out of it, you know, the carrier, the pinion, all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be ready to go for powder coat, which we're gonna be starting powder coat on Friday. Today is Wednesday. This customer kind of put it into my hands on what to powder and what to chrome, because originally he wanted to chrome the entire truck. Sounds sick, but with chrome plating, sometimes in the super tight spots, like let's say like up in here, it's kind of hard for chrome plating to get up in there, and so it may be a little light or dull, or could rust over time. So I'm a big no maintenance person, so I'd rather just not do that, just so we don't have issues in the future. We don't do the chroming personally on hand. So we're gonna powder coat this because our powder guy is very, very good. As I was saying, I have to figure out what we're gonna chrome and what we're gonna powder. So if my dog is a little quiet, maybe you guys can hear me. He wanted to do a lot of chrome. So usually in a build, I would probably just do the brackets chrome, so it's not too much. I think we're going to chrome plate all the full link arms and the traction bars. And then on these PMF traction bars, these stage 2 gusseted traction bars, they come with a little PMF logo plate here that will powder, so you can tell the difference between the powder and chrome plating. The brackets will probably do powder because it's gonna go bracket on the frame, full link arm, and then the axle, which is gonna be powder, so it'll be a nice little contrast. I'll have to figure something out to do with this eagle, because usually I like this eagle to be a different color than the actual like color of the powder itself. So maybe what I'm thinking is maybe we keep it brushed, powder it, wipe the powder off, and then maybe clear coat over, because obviously you don't want it resting because it's, you know, raw. So along with all the full link arms, I'll probably do the steering and little bars like the sway bar and the sway bar end links, because between this will be a bracket for the sway bar. So the brackets will be powder, chrome on pretty much everything tubular. Looks the best in my opinion. Probably do the U-bolts chrome, do the blocks, powder, once again,
So it seems like they're gonna go with a mix of teal and kind of chrome, which is I'm already like just already seeing it in my head. Well, we've already seen like what the truck's gonna end up looking like through the end of the thumbnail, or I mean through the thumbnail. But yeah, it already sounds like what he's kind of cooking in his head. It already sounds like he knows like that big gonna jump. Like, it's gonna be hard.
Contrast. You don't really want too much of the same color sitting on top of each other. You can tell the difference between the parts and how much work's done with them. With the paint match and the lift, of course, we're gonna do 2616 American Force wheels and 35 Venom RTs. I already got those here. They're already mounted and balanced, ready to go. He decided to do American Force floating caps last minute, so those are on the way. We're gonna do a couple floating caps that American Force just came out with on a couple upcoming trucks that we're doing. We have a lot of big builds that we're doing here in the future, so you guys are gonna have a lot of content from us, I guess you could say. So I'm sure PJ's gonna be pretty happy.
Yeah, the American Force caps, the new one's hard.
Yeah, they're hard. I don't think I said this is actually a 9-inch kit. So I told you guys we were gonna do the kit, but it's a 9-inch PMF kit. So it's not gonna be too big, not gonna be too small. It'll fit the 35 and the 26 is perfect. It's the perfect setup, I think. I don't think we ever did a video on my white and gold truck. That was pretty much the setup that I had on that truck, which was sick. So, we already covered the paint matching. Everything's gonna be paint matched as carbonized gray, as it is. All the chrome we're gonna keep. So on the mirror caps, we're gonna keep the chrome. We're gonna keep the chrome on the door handles, the fender badges, pretty much all the black and the black plastics we're gonna paint. We're gonna do 2-inch shifted industry spacers with it, get a little bit of stance on it. I do like a lot of stance, as does Joey. So,
Can't we do 3?
I don't know, he wants to do 2, man. He wants a lot of chrome on this, so for the drive shaft, we're gonna wrap the drive shaft chrome like I do on my blue truck. I also have that on my white and gold truck as well. We're gonna throw an exhaust tip on it.
Nice.
An exhaust tip. 20 rock lights to cover the entire truck for the most part. 16 is a super popular order for me to do, that we do, which does 2 each wheel well, 1 under each door, 2 over each axle, which pretty much gets all the patterned parts, but you'll have a couple shadows like above the drive shaft. So since we're gonna do the drive shaft, I'll probably do 20 and put 4 down the middle. And he wants to do wheel lights too. I'm not the craziest dude about wheel lights. I said that in the last video of the black and blue truck, but
yeah, I'm not a fan of wheel lights either. I don't know why. I see a lot of people with their setups and they always include wheel lights. I don't like wheel lights. I don't know why. I'm not a fan of wheel lights either. I don't know why.
we're gonna do them. So,
We're doing wheel lights?
yes, dude. Yes, yes, we're doing wheel lights.
Next doing wheel lights.
Oh!
Oh my god, this guy just wants me to get fired up.
PJ, no Furies though.
Oh, dude, Venoms, dude. How do you feel about that, Joey?
Actually, out of all like the decently sized builds that we're doing, we're only doing Furies on one of them, which is the 12 to 14 inch kit we're doing.
That's gonna be the coolest truck we're gonna do.
But 37 Furies, because it's gonna be the dude ordered exactly what I have on my blue truck, exact same. However, it's gonna be a high steer kit. I don't have a high steer kit.
Dude, what color is this all gonna be?
Jamaican teal. So
Jamaican teal,
it's a
dude.
popular color, but it's popular because it's a nice color. So truck should be pretty much wrapped up today or tomorrow as far as getting everything stripped and ready for the next stage of the build. All the lighting, emblems, mirrors, accessories in the truck. I'll probably start taking apart on Monday next week, get them in paint. We gotta do, while we're waiting on that kind of stuff with paint and powder and all that, we'll probably knock out the rock lights and the wheel lights and stuff like that. And I believe he wants to do starlight too, so I'll probably knock out the starlight one of these nights next week. And so I guess you guys will check back in with us in a couple weeks whenever we have everything back from powder coat, because when you do big builds like this, you have a little bit of, usually about 2 weeks of just where you don't have anything to do because you kind of finish everything, and we don't do powder coat in-house, so.
Dude, a lot of weeks for us, but 1 second for them, you know?
You're right, so it's like the snap of a finger.
Snap of a finger.
Should I do it? Like, ready?
Ready?
Discover more at Murata. Fantastic new homes, exciting amenities, and happy family times await you in Tampa Bay's fastest growing community. We've got
All right, it's been a while. It's been
been a
1
while.
second your time, like what, 2 weeks our time? 2 or 3 weeks our time?
Dude, that's quick, boy.
It was. So we're back here, like I said. We did a Jamaican teal powder. Axles are powdered. Half of it's powdered, the Jamaican teal.
Everything is powder coated as hell, dog. Everything looks good, dog. I've never had a powder coat, so it's like, seeing this is like, dang. My next build, I would definitely powder coat.
We chrome plated the other half. Now this is not the Super Chrome 2 from Prismatic that you guys could say. It's legitimate chrome plating. We decided to do a little bit more chrome on this truck, so we did all the steering, all the 4-link arms. A lot of this stuff is wrapped up, to be honest with you. But
Literally went tailing chrome.
traction bars are all chromed. So we're pretty much trying to hustle this truck out within the next, 2 or 3 days. We got all the paint match stuff done, which is what you guys are gonna be seeing right now, is us putting all the paint match stuff back together, back on the truck today. The suspension obviously takes a little bit longer to do that, so you guys will see that happening. Joey's here right now cranking out, installing these coilovers. He just got this one coilover put on. Nice king coilover. Now the front end of this truck's gonna be 9 inches, the rear is gonna be 7 inches. So,
Oh, dude.
yeah.
Okay.
Today we picked up the last thing. So we actually got sent the wrong size U-bolts. So today I went and picked up the U-bolts that were chromed. So that was the last piece of the puzzle, as well as this drive shaft right here.
Dude, big dog drive.
Oh yeah. Just gotta paint that bottom side down there just so we don't got any rust.
All right, what's up, guys? So Nick just talked a little bit about the truck. Last night I got the knuckles thrown together, the ball joints pressed in, put the leaf bushings in, assembled the leaves. The drag link and track bar have the heims in them and the tie rod ends on the one side. Had to retap some of the stuff due to the chrome plating. So the four links got to get measured out. Just threw the coilovers on the side. Other side I got to bolt on the resi brackets, throw a sticker on real quick, and then throw the leaves together. Put the leaves inside the truck. I'll bolt the axle with the U-bolts, and then I'll be able to assemble the axle itself.
All right, so for the first painted product, we got the grill behind here. So we took the grill all apart, all the chrome pieces off to paint the textured black plastic behind here, because textured black plastic is ugly. So here we have the first little bottom insert here. Simple as just clipping it in. It's a big pain in the butt to get apart, but putting everything back together is usually a little smoother. For this one, I like to get the heat gun and pretty much bend the clips back in place, because the clips get a little bent out when you take it apart. And with the heat gun, it just makes me sleep a little bit better at night, knowing that it's not, see if you can listen, it's not even clipping back in. You'll hear it, like you don't hear any snaps whatsoever. So if I just do this on the truck like this, it'd probably just fall off within a couple miles. So I got the heat gun, bend the clips back. Here we have the second little upper insert here. Clip. So you can hear these snapping in, so we won't have to do anything. These are different clips on these little slim inserts than that big centerpiece there. Small ones that go in the middle, a little bit more tedious because you have to slide it in without scuffing the paint and getting these little clips in at the same time.
I think those will clip in like perfectly.
There you go. One, down, bam.
Right.
All right, so like I was saying, for the centerpiece here, you can see all the clips in here that kind of bend out when you're getting them off. None are broken, just they're bent out. So I like to get the heat gun, heat it up a little bit, get a little flathead screwdriver, kind of push her back in her spot right there. So forward oval, so we got the forward oval all paint matched, left the chrome, because we're doing a lot of chrome in this truck. So any chrome that there is, we're leaving it. Forward oval, pretty simple. Gonna pop that sucker in there. Plastic nuts here. We're gonna. All right, so here, another painted product we did is we open up the headlights. These are usually chrome with amber side markers, amber DRL lens right here. So
That's so good, bro.
Pretty much we got it painted.
That looks
no more chrome. There's been too much chrome, and we swapped the amber side markers and the DRL lens to clear. Get these things in, it's pretty straightforward. It's kind of a pain in the ass in these new Fords, but it's one plug. We're gonna pop her in. I like to get this little like rubber gasket here, get my fingers in here, fold it up to kind of protect the bumper from getting scratched, and you gotta kind of slide bottom side in first. All right, so a little thing that annoys me when people bring me the trucks that are mostly used is they'll swap the headlight bolts with the grill bolts. So the headlight bolts have, or the grill bolts have a much finer thread pitch than the headlight bolts. So bigger space between the threads is for headlights, not the grill, please. You're a pain in the absolute ass. Huh? There, it's all right, now that we got the headlights all in, we're ready to get this grill back on. First up, we got to reattach the camera and the front camera washer, which is right here. To snap this. Got to line up these bottom. Snap. Snap.
Right back
All right, so next up on the front bumper, these are usually textured black. These are usually chrome with textured black. We'll wrap up this front end, and we're gonna get these fog lights done in just 2 seconds. Just line up the clips. Bam.
Damn, bro.
Easy as that. Same with the fender emblems. Now to get them off, these are kind of a pain in the ass. Sometimes they stick. You have to be really careful not to scratch the paint because this little corner right here will get in there and scratch the paint. Same thing. Line them up. You can feel it.
Snap right in. Easy.
All right, so here, next up, we're gonna go on the sides of the truck. You just saw us put the fender badges on. Next up, we got the mirrors. So this mirror was completely disassembled. All the texture smooth, painted. We left the chrome caps, and we also installed some switchbacks in the mirror lights. So these are also pretty easy to install compared to like the 11 to 16 Super Duties or Chevys, Dodges. For all those, you have to pull the door panel off. These you don't. It's super easy. It takes 5 minutes tops. So let's just line her up. We got. All right, so we finished up the front and the sides of the truck. Now we're gonna focus on the rear end. We got some taillights here, factory taillights that we smoked and painted all the trim. So painted the trim here, painted over the bliss sensor. We can do recon taillights where it actually has a clear lens on it to where it's fully paint matched, but this customer opted out of that to where we're just doing the factory taillights. We also have a tailgate handle, all smooth, painted, left the chrome strip. We have a recon third brake light, fully paint matched. And last but not least, the little mini fold over to match the front. Up these little tabs. There's one. There's two. It's gonna sound like it's chirping when you're throwing it in, but it's not. It's just because it's thick threads going through plastic. Actually, that wasn't too bad. All right, so next up we got the tailgate handle. A little bit more complicated, not bad though. So you gotta line up all these tabs, these little clips here for this upper tailgate plastic, bed cap, whatever you wanna call it. Gotta feed these wires, plugs, right through a little hole here. Kind of a pain in the ass, but pull out the tailgate. It's aluminum, so it's a little easier. Slide up, and you can get the studs and slide that in. You're not gonna be able to see it, but kind of gotta work it in. I'm plugging it in right now. That's how I got it down in the first place. So you just plug her in, and then you can get it to go down. Once it's down, you got all the room in the world to work with. Got the little camera plug here. Slide it back in the loop just to hold her nice and tight, like PJ's girl. Pretty easy access, also like PJ's girl.
Dude, this guy's out of control, man.
Out of control. Nice and tight, also.
CJ said you're out of control.
Dude, that's it. Look, if I didn't have a broken arm right now.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Over here playing Jungle Gym.
Factory.
Yep. So what we're gonna do is we're going to swap the cameras from one third brake to the other. Brake light, it has the bed camera in there. The third brake light that we got for him also has the location for a bed camera. So we actually have to take the camera itself out of this third brake light and install it in this one. It's pretty straightforward. It's two little Torx bits and a little harness. There's the giveaway dog.
The giveaway dog, out of control.
Out of control, man. She's a little wild child. There's the camera. For those of you that always have camera issues, there's your issue right there. A little bit of condensation. You have the little sunspots on it. That's Ford for you, man, even though I'm a Ford guy.
Let it Nick. Let it Mitch. No, not on you.
Nah, giveaway dog is my super joy on the install, man.
Bang it. Bang it.
wants to do a transfer case drop, man.
Dude.
Cinematics.
All right, a little update for tonight. We got the front end mostly assembled. The coilovers, resi brackets, put the kinks.
Just look at that chrome right there, bro. I love chrome on trucks, bro. I just love it. Eventually, I think it'll be something in the future where it's kind of like, probably like the next generation of kids will be like, oh, chrome is for old heads or something. But bro, I love chrome. Chrome just sits so nice, bro, with anything. Just look how it sits with this teal right here. Like, it's just beautiful.
Sticker on, the coilover's hanging, the axle's hanging. So to be able to do the full link, the cross member and the transfer case has got to go in first. So we got that done and torqued and everything. The 4-link brackets are in and tight. These bolts don't get tightened until the truck gets dropped. Got to tighten the lock nuts, but we put on the chrome 4-link.
Hard. Chrome, super hard.
The inner axle seals are in. The front pinion is in and tight. The inner axle seals are in as well. So the front's mostly done. Tomorrow morning, I got to put the carrier in, assemble the knuckles. The knuckles are already assembled, but I got to assemble the knuckles, the hubs, the brakes, and all that stuff. And then paint the front drive shaft. The rear, we also got the axle hanging. The blocks are tightened, not fully torqued yet. So tomorrow I got to throw in the rear hubs, throw in the rotors, all the other stuff for that. So the truck should be rolling them all.
Dude, you got the leafs in though?
We got the leafs in. We chrome plated the U-bolts in the rear. We chrome plated this little piece. And then for the rear as well, we have chrome plated. The traction bars are inside here, and the dust shields are chrome plated as well. So tomorrow you guys will see that stuff go on. Sway bar got powdered. A bunch of stuff you guys will see get thrown together tomorrow.
Alright, man. Dude, this build, So Flo build, this is one of the hardest builds. Let's come out of here, man. This sick colors, the gray with the chrome contrast on the teal. Super hard Jamaican teal. One of the more popular colors that we've had on the channel, even from the Truck of the Week.
I love that Jamaican teal.
We never had one with chrome accents, kind of hard. Leave in the comments below. Would you do this colorway? What would you change about this color setup? Color scheme, man. Next year, all the paint matching, dude. Cooking, man. Cooking.
A little update for today. Fuck! Alright, what's up, PJ Truckin? A little update today. Well, the axles are gonna get assembled. I already threw this side and torqued it for the knuckles.
Okay. Yeah, down there was pretty like necessary. I'm not gonna lie. With all this, just to have that the brake stuff like black or like whatever, like that, it was necessary. I will not lie. I'll give him that. It looks real nice.
Got the dust shield on the rear, as well threw on the caliper bracket, basically, and the dust shield. Got the hub torqued. You guys will see the process on the other side real quick.
Putting in work. My boy's putting in that work. Emphasis on hard.
Update for you guys. It's been a couple hours. The friends,
Done.
fuck.
Oh, not again, man.
All right, quick update for you guys. So we got the front end of this truck basically together. Track bar, drag link, lower tie rod bar. Only thing we're missing is like the stabilizers, tying a couple bolts, sway bar end links. So the front's able to go on its own weight. I gotta torque the steering components real quick. Bring you guys along to the rear end real quick. Calipers on, caliper brackets, spacers, rotors, we got it all. The rear end's put together. There's obviously a couple pieces put on that are missing, but it's able to be sat on its own weight, and then we can mess with everything after the fact. So we do got both 3 bars. They are chrome plated.
The setup on this build, we're doing 26x16 American Force Genesis. Obviously they're polished on a 35 1550 26 Venom Terra Hunter. Dude, we'll have Joey come over here and explain how he feels about the Venoms, but in my opinion, I like the Venoms better than the Furies. Oh, here he comes, man. Here he comes. Oh, hi. Camera's right there, man. Oh, dude.
PJ, fuck PJ, first off.
Dude,
Venoms.
Cancel, man. Cancel.
Fuck PJ, that's all I'm gonna
Venoms,
say.
honestly,
Sorry.
this pattern of Venoms way harder looking than Furies, but hey, we'll see how they hold up.
haven't really had any big wheels like this. I haven't really ran like a huge setup like 26s or something like that. So I really don't know like what is with the like Venoms and the Furies. Like people complain about both brands, honestly. People have mixed emotions about both brands. It's just more about what you like. I don't know. I heard Furies leak a lot. I don't know. I haven't really heard too many bad things about Venom that I can remember off the top of my head right now. So, you know, I get a new truck. I don't know what I'm gonna run. I don't know what wheels I'd probably run, but I would probably choose Venom over Fury because I heard Fury's leak and I don't have time to deal with that shit. So I don't know. The chrome traction bar, chrome with a little tiny teal detail in there, bro. It's so hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like Nick Hollinger got that. Like his detail and his just like his imagination is there, bro. I'm not gonna lie, he got that. Like for those of you who do not know, I have a clothing brand. iCarney makes it. And you know, I get complimented a lot on what I do, you know, just because I'm so good at what I do. And these are one of those things like where like, bro, I'm real at the end of the day. Like, bro, I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm not one of these dudes out here that like, you feel me? Like, oh, he's meat riding. Oh, he's this, he's that, bro. If I feel some type of way, I'm gonna tell you how I feel, bro. If I feel like you hard, bro, you hard, bro. Like, you feel me? You got that. Like, I'm not gonna be like all these other hating dudes out here. Like, no, I'm not gonna say anything because then I'm gonna be meat riding or I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that. Like, bro, who cares, bro? At the end of the day, like, bro, who cares, bro? If you like something, bro, speak up, say it. Like, bro, no, that's just me. I'm just being me, bro, and I'm gonna just keep it real at the end of the day. A lot of people compliment me for what I do, so bro, I'm gonna compliment Nick on what he does, bro. This is hard. This is hard, and it's kind of like, you know, I have a clothing brand, so like, I'm a fashion designer at one point, you feel me? So when I see how Nick puts his stuff together and what he thinks, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. It's kind of like he's not like a fashion designer, but he's like a designer in a way. Like that's something that like, you know, we share in common. And I know how to build trucks. I'm not gonna lie, I could put together a mean ass truck. You bring me the money, you feel me? You tell me what you want, what you're looking for. I'll put together a mean ass truck. Just how I could design anything. I could design a house. I could design clothing, because clothing and designing clothing all takes place in one category, designing, you know. If Nick Hollinger wanted to start a brand too, he could, you know, just because he already has that design mindset. But the way he put everything together, I'm a detailed type of guy. And I'm really hard on detail. So something like this is something I would have did too. Like that chrome with that little teal detail right there. That's hard. He got that. That's hard. Exhaust got put in. Everything is just
PJ Truckin, low update. It's like 1 a.m.
More than an update, dude. This thing.
All right, little update. So we got the truck basically pretty thrown together. It's like 95% done.
I could see right here the amp steps, or maybe those steps come with I think those steps come with the truck. I'm surprised that maybe the guy didn't want to, but if I was the guy, I would have painted the steps gray to match the truck. I would have left this little chrome right here on the side. And then I would have left the chrome on the side, or I would have do like that. I would have made the chrome teal, or I would have left the chrome on the side. I don't know, but I don't think he painted that. But it's not a big deal. I'm just pointing out. I don't know.
It's like 1 a.m. PJ's tired. I'm tired. We're working on the green truck.
Boy's
jumping
working
on this thing. Full link's gotta get tightened. Traction bar's gotta get tightened. Nothing crazy. It should be able to roll out tonight. I got pulled rear differential fluid. That's actually a really, really big deal. I should put that at the top of the list.
Nick got the truck washed for him, maybe. Just good, just treating your customers right. That's all it is. It's business, bro. Gotta give your customers something to remember. Like, I don't think people understand this, and bro, I know like a lot of people probably say too, like, oh, meat riding. Like, bro, get off my tip, bro. I own a business, you know. I own a business, so you feel me? I'm not going to bash my race or anything. Like, no, I'm not doing that. But, and at the end of the day, it's not even about race. But, one thing that my people fail to do is just have good customer service. That's one thing my people fail to do. We're getting better at it as we're having more black-owned business owners. We're getting a lot better at it. But that's one thing my people fail to do. And like stuff like this stuff goes a long way. Like, he's getting the, I don't know if the customer paid for it. If the customer paid for it, whatever. But if Nick went out his way to get this guy's truck washed, which I believe after every build, Nick gets it washed, I believe. And bruh, it don't cost much, bro. Even if it cost $100 or maybe $200 a detail, you lost $200 at the deal, bruh. Who cares, bro? Like, it's all about making the customer happy. Like, just this little thing right here, this little thing could play a long way, bro. Like, some people be like, damn, like, he got my truck washed for me too. Like, it was great customer service. Like, I loved it a lot. And he's just gonna come right back to you. Right back to you. Like boomerang. You know, so small details like this mean a lot for anybody that has a business or anything. It's the small details, bro. Just the small details. Man. That was nice.
What's going on? Ready? What's going on, PJ Truckin? It's Nick with So Flo here again.
The gray clouds with the gray clouds with the truck. That scenery's perfect.
2022 Platinum F250 we just got wrapped up. PJ has a whole bunch of footage that you've seen. You saw Joey working on it. You saw myself working on it. So we got this thing pretty much everything's done. So. The big stuff, we did a 9-inch PMF lift kit, all long arm 4-link. We did 26/16 American Force Genesis with the new American Force floating caps. It makes a really good touch compared to like the regular stationary caps. And 35, 15, 50, 26 Venom RTs. Did an entire paint to match on this truck, custom lighting, everything like that. A couple little bug splatters. We just did rollers on the highway on this thing, so bear with me here. But we did completely paint match headlights with clear side markers. We did paint match fog light bezels. We swapped the 4-wheel drive valence out with the 2-wheel drive valence and paint match that as well. You can see the suspension a lot better that way, and it just looks better than the big gaudy 4-wheel drive valence. We took the grill apart. We paint matched this. We got this front Ford oval completely paint matched right here. Left all the chrome. This customer wanted to do a lot of chrome, so we left as much chrome as we possibly could, which I liked it. It's a little different. The side badges, same thing. Paint matched them, left as much chrome as possible. Left the little platinum letters, left the F250 letters. Smoothed and painted these mirrors right here. Did switchbacks in the mirror lights. Left the chrome caps. On the inside, we did a Starlight headliner around the panoramic roof. We got the taillights, the OEM taillights, smoked out with the painted trim. We do offer fully paint matched taillights for the 20+ Super Duties now. From Recon with the clear lens, he opted out of that and just wanted to do the OEM taillights, which still looks good. You can save a little bit of money doing it that way. Little stuff, he left this. Again, we're leaving a lot of the chrome. We got the little Ford over here paint matched, as well as the tailgate handle smoothed and painted as well with the little chrome strip here. And the third brake light. Dude, and a Recon third brake light paint matched, yep. So like I say, we did a 9-inch long arm 4-link PMF lift kit. We did king shocks up front, king shocks to the dual steering stabilizers, and piggybacks, actually not piggybacks to the rear, just regular external reservoir shocks in the rear. The customer was kind of undecided on powder coat. he did decide to do the Jamaican teal powder coat. He wanted to do more chrome under it. He wanted to do like axles and stuff like that, but chrome is dipped, and so it's not powdered chrome. It is actually chrome plated. So no steps were missed here. So we got all the 4-link, pretty much all the steering, sway bar end links, sway bar itself, and a couple little miscellaneous brackets right here, like the coilover brackets that we got all chrome plated. A couple fingerprints on it. I haven't washed it yet, but it'll get cleaned up before it's delivered tomorrow. We do offer a towing service for you guys who are too far or out of state that don't want to drive your trucks down. We will pick the trucks up for you and bring them back for a small fee. But so the axles are completely disassembled. You may have seen Joey working on those, powdered Jamaican teal. And let's see here, we can go to the back. So we got the stage 2 gusseted traction bars, which are very, very common from PMF. We got those chrome plated as well, as long as with the leafs that were powdered with the chrome plated U-bolts. Let's see, what else we here? We did 2-inch shifted industry spacers. I think we should have done 3-inch. I'm a big wide guy, but even though this is wide,
2-inch I feel like is perfect. 3-inch, bruh, I'm a type of dude too, like, I drive all day, every day, a lot. You know, I drive a lot. So to be on, it depends if this guy's driving the truck every day or not, but to be 3 inches wide is kind of tough for every day. You'll probably get used to it, but I'd probably go max like 2.
very
Especially on 2616, that's already wide.
drivable. It does not rub, for you guys wondering about that. It's a 9-inch lift kit with 2616s and 2-inch spacers. Does not rub very close, but does not. Drives very good. Drives like stock, to be honest with you. What else we got going here? Oh, rock lights. How can you see this crazy lift at 7:40 at night in sunny South Florida, even though the sun's out a little bit? But you wouldn't be able to without the 20 rock lights we put on this thing.
Dude, So Flo, man. 24-piece LEDs.
What else we got here? We got the Starlight in. I did the Starlight today, actually. I haven't connected the positive wiring for it yet. I haven't. It's up in the headliner. I just need to hook it up pretty much, so I can't show you that yet. But if you're on our Instagram, SoFlo_retros, you'll see it in some pictures. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the vast montage PJ is gonna put together for this truck. This is one of many that we have coming. Next up, we have a 2023 Tacoma. And we have a couple more 2022 Super Duties that we're doing full PMF kits on. We have some that are gonna do high steer kits with a little bit different of a setup that we're gonna do sheet metal with overlays and axle trusses and all that kind of stuff. So we have some pretty cool builds coming in. More unique colors, especially on the Tacoma and a couple of the Super Duties. We'll be having small little bolt-on kits, like, you know, 6-inch rough country kits that you guys might see. For the meantime, you're gonna see Joey working on them. And so yeah, but as far as these big builds go, the PMF kits do take a little bit to come in. So I don't know, you'll see it when you see it, I guess.
Dog, for on the newer build trucks, freaking 9-inch, I just feel like sits so perfect on the newer build trucks. Probably the camera doesn't do this truck justice. If everybody who's watching now, if we were all to walk up to this truck, we'll probably be like, damn, it's a lot bigger than what it seems like on camera. But I think I'd never seen this truck personally. I've seen some trucks Nick has built, like the blue one that he currently still has that is for sale. I'll put a picture up. I've seen that truck in person and didn't look that high. It looks high when you're, I guess, seeing it, or maybe you're in it, you just feel high. But I feel like personally for the newer trucks, between like the newer body trucks between the year of like 2017 up, 9 inches is like perfect. Versus if you were to throw the early model 6.7s from like 2011 to 2016 on a 9-inch, it'd be probably too high. But on the newer style body, since the chassis is different, I think 9 inches is such a perfect height. With 26 and 35, I just think it's such a perfect height. I love the way this guy did the chrome at the top of the mirror too, and then he went gray on the bottom, which I don't think it would be bad if it was fully grayed out. I don't know, but that chrome though, it does look good. It looks good. With the antenna too, it looks good for sure. Perfect setup, I think, in my opinion. Just how Nick said, perfect setup. And then not to forget, my bad if I keep pausing, y'all. This is like the last time I'm gonna pause, but not to mention he did say the back was 7 inches, and you barely, I don't know where you'd see the squat, maybe in certain level places, but it doesn't even look like the back is at 7 inches, which is a crazy thing.
Dude, hit him with it. Where you gotta go if you want some of this stuff, man.
Wheels, tires, lighting, lift kits, spacers, paint matching, you name it.
Bang. Bang. Okay, ready? All right, guys. So, for a long time, we've been getting the shop content, but we hadn't had it consistent. Now, the next couple uploads are going to be mostly shop content with a few truck of the weeks and a couple events in there. Dude, drop a comment below. You guys like the shop content? And obviously, here's a big one. Dude. Joey, this was just for you, Nick, bro. Joey wants to know, you guys like the Nick Hollinger content better or the Joey content? The suspension or the headlight content? Drop it in the comments.
Joey probably gets a little bit more,
Dude, gets
a little bit more screen time than I do.
Yeah,
I'm usually behind the scenes, but
I appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate all the support. Scheduled uploads are back, dude. Expect to see hopefully Wednesday and Saturday night uploads. Appreciate you guys for watching.
What we do about PJ talking.
Dude, PJ content. That's why they're here.
What if they like Joey more than you? Or do they like me more than you?
Dude, that'd be fucked.
Hold on, or see, I was giving PJ shit earlier. How long has it been since we've done something right there?
Dude, a little hill climb?
You're slacking on the hill climbs. I would, but it's not my truck.
I say every customer's truck should be durability tested before.
No, we have to make him sign a waiver. So we'll ask them if we can hill climb. It's a durability test.
Durability test, yeah.
And we'll make him sign it to say it's cool. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. But you can the customers after they're built, and you can get them to come down.
Expect to see that on the channel. Appreciate you guys for watching. Shop content coming soon. Appreciate you guys for watching. PJ Truckin. Dude, too many. Appreciate you guys for watching, huh?
Shout out PJ Truckin, dog. This was a really good video. It was a good video. I was probably one of my favorite builds, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready to build something too. I just know that I can't do gray with teal because someone already has this type of setup. I wonder what other color would look good with gray. I don't like white trucks. I absolutely hate white trucks because they're so common. Everybody always does white with whatever color powder coat that they want. So that's already too common. I hate white trucks. Black and teal wouldn't be bad, but I don't really like the way black and teal looks. I know Joey, who is building a truck, his truck is black with the teal under. It doesn't look bad at all. I do like it, but for me, I wouldn't want black and teal. Teal is a color that has been used pretty frequently, and it's mostly the trucks I've seen is white and teal. I've seen a couple black and teals, but that's really it. And then this gray and teal really stands out because I haven't seen anybody else with the gray and teal. So me personally, I would have to find a color that looks good with teal because I wouldn't mind doing teal somewhere. I really wouldn't mind. But I don't know. We'll see, man. Carnage Garage, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Let me know your thoughts on this truck, man. Do you guys like it? What would you do? Would you change it? Would you go a smaller lift? Would you go a higher lift? Would you go wider wheels? Would you go maybe 37s? Would you maybe try to squeeze 28s on there? Let me know what you guys think, man. Carnage Garage, I'm out.
Bye, have a great time.